Welcome everybody. Today we are playing Vault Hunters once again. This is the Vault Hunters SMP that I personally own. If you are wanting to join, make sure to check out the Discord linked in the description below. Today we have a few things in mind. First things first, I know for a fact that people have been setting up shops near Spawn. Well, the first thing I want to do is I want to go check it out and see what they are selling. On top of that, I would also like to set up a shop this episode. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to head over to Spawn. And we are going to see just what they have. Ooh, over here. Is this somebody's shop? What is this? Is this a chocolate bar? Chocolate bar shop. 2 vault bronze for 1 bar. So they're selling candy bars here. Is there anything else for sale? There's a village. Well, it looks like the only thing we have for sale is chocolate bars, which is interesting. I have enough chocolate bars right now. I don't need to buy any of that. But what I do want to do is I want to set up my own kind of shop, because I have a lot of not only gold, but other resources that I could sell as well. I'm thinking of setting up a shop though for vault rocks. I have a fair number of vault rocks and people are always looking for vault rocks from what I've noticed. After we gather some materials, we're going to use a boss crate or a scavenger crate, whichever one. Doesn't really matter. We're going to fill up with some items and then head back towards Spawn and set up a shop. Alright, the first thing that we are going to be using is I'm going to get some building blocks. I'm also going to set up a couple different stores for this. So the way it's going to work, we're going to be using hoppers and dispensers. Whenever you toss, let's say I want you to spend 4 diamonds to buy a golden apple. Once you toss your 4 diamonds into the hopper, the dispenser will then spit out what it owes you. The reason I'm going to be using this kind of store is that way it doesn't have any issues with anybody trying to steal. I'm trying to think of a kind of theme that I want to go for. I could do like a gigantic vault kind of thing, but for that I need a lot of gray blocks, like anzidite would be nice. Probably, we have a lot of compressed stone, so we could take stone as well. Now we do have a lot of light metal plates as well, and we're going to take those as well as the anzidite. Let's see, what else could we take? We have this rebar concrete tile, which doesn't look too bad to be honest. We could definitely use it as like an accent block in a few places, so we'll definitely take a few stacks of that as well. I just want to make sure I have enough in order to complete the build that I want to do. Same with the basalt, we're going to take enough of that, because we can turn that into polished basalt, which will then, in my opinion, look a lot better than just regular old basalt. What I do want, however, is I need to go to the nether, because I do want to get more warped stem blocks. Only because I like the way they look whenever you use them as like a flooring. I think a blue flooring would look very nice in kind of a vault build. Alright, the best way for us to go, I think we're going to head this way. Only because it seems to be a little bit more open. And as you can see, a lot of people have been in the nether over here. Whoa, somebody's started to build like a highway. Wow, somebody actually started to build like a whole highway here. I might actually help out with this, because I do have some packed ice that we could use. This is actually nice. I don't know who's doing this. Alright, so all we're going to do here is we're just going to collect a bunch of this wood. I'm not exactly sure how much we should gather. It's kind of just going to be however much we want, to be honest. Probably at least 4 or 5 stacks, just thinking like off the top of my head. And since we have vein miner, it's actually going to be a lot easier than what you might think. I should probably get reach just because it does help out in the long run of things. And another thing is we're going to have to, I think we should also mine these warped blocks just because they're blue as well and they might go pretty nice with the flooring as well. Now I'm not sure, I think you're supposed to use like, a hoe on these. And that'll help you mine them faster. At this point, though, it doesn't really matter to me. Because since I have Vein Miner, it does not take that long at all. But I'll be right back as soon as we mine just about all of this. I'm not going to make you guys sit here and watch all of it, obviously. I might put it into a little montage. If so, it's going to be an 80s style montage. So, roll that montage. Or don't, I don't know. I think personally this should be enough wood. So we're gonna head back over to our portal. We're not too far from it, to be honest. So now that we gathered all of the wood that we need, we're just gonna head back over to our house, and we're gonna head back towards spawn. And we're just going to get... Oh, I had a door there. It looks like it's nighttime, so we're going to go... First, we're going to go to sleep. And then we're going to gather a few more items from the base for the shop. And then we're going to head back over to spawn. And we're going to start building. Alright, I'm just going to gather a few more items. And I'll be right back as soon as we get that done. You know, something I just realized that not many people may be unlocking is... I actually have... the elevators mod here. So I can just sell elevator blocks, and I definitely think those would sell out like as soon as I put them up, because not a lot of people unlock the elevators mod right off the bat. A lot of people would like to wait, that way they can unlock other things that may seem more important at first. We are going to we're just going to go gather a lot of wool as well. I have some string at the house too that I'll end up using. And I hope whoever is living near me didn't slaughter all the sheep. Okay, it doesn't look like it. So I kind of want to build it close near this one. I think we should take down these two trees though, just to get them out of the way. Just like so. Oh no, I broke my axe! I was just saying I'm not worried about it, and then I accidentally broke it. No, it's fine. We have enough stuff to make another one. I can just make a diamond one real quick if I'm really that worried about it, which I'm not. So I'm imagining in my mind, if we do use this area, I think we kind of even it out and see like what blocks could be our middle. I think we have like a 2-block middle / a 4-block middle. And the way we're going to do it is the 2 center blocks, or the 4 center blocks, could be like where a beacon shoots up from. Or I could do it to where there's 1 center block, so that way it's an odd number, and then there's only 1 center block, and that could have a singular beacon shooting up. That could also be a good idea. Alright, so I actually ended up grabbing the metamorphic mesa stone that we saw earlier. Just to make sure I can, I can place it and break it without needing that mod unlock. So I think I want to perhaps use this as like a border. It's very soft looking, but it also looks like stone at the same time. So I think it would make for a good little accent-esque block. Kind of like so. Now, I personally think this is going to look very nice in terms of contrast. I definitely like the look of this. I wish the blue was just a tad brighter to really make the border stand out, but I'm not complaining all that much. Well, right after we finish placing this flooring down, I'm going to be working on the walls next. I kind of have an idea for what I want to do. I'm thinking of kind of like a nuclear bunker type situation, except it's going to be like half above ground. I want it to look like it's a dome, like a concrete dome above ground. Alright, that is the floor done. Now, I kind of want to get it from like a top-down perspective, so... That actually doesn't look too bad. Like, it's obviously like off-centered, but it's off-centered on purpose. Alright, so now that we have that done, we're going to... And it'll just make it easier if we do it like this for now, because we gotta place the basalt on top of these oak or not logs, but on top of these oak planks. And as you can kind of see, it's kind of taking shape as to what it's going to be like. Essentially, I think now we're going to move from having it being the dark gray, like we can see that it's kind of appearing to be. Let's see, what's the next one we're going to do? Light metal plates might be next. Alright, so now this is kind of starting to take form into what I actually wanted it to be. So let's continue doing this. Dude, I really wish I had like a camera now. Because it would be neat if you guys could get like a third-person perspective on how I'm building this. But alas, I don't, so it's just going to be a time-lapse. So I'm going to time-lapse this until I get the entire dome finished. So, I'll see you in just a minute. Alright, that's pretty much the exterior built. Now the only thing left to do is for us to light it up inside. And I think we can do that just by replacing a few of these, like so, with glowstone, just every now and again. Nothing too, like, ridiculous. Just enough to make sure nothing's going to spawn in here. But that is all the time we have for this episode, so if you guys did enjoy, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. And if you haven't heard it yet today, I love you, I appreciate you, and as always, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye!